Outer World tu. Biar sebelum tu. Okay, kita record. Apa yang kerja nak kena buat sebelum ni? Actually dah agak lama. Tak ada lama, ada gap lah antara last aku main sampai sekarang. Ni kena kena shortcut apa semua tu. Okay. Nice ni sebab dia ada relate dengan delivery semua. So better bawa nice lah kan. Ya, sekarang sangat.
That tremendous statue is of Matriarch Alexandra Veric, founder of the Protectorate. I'm shocked the traitors haven't defaced it.
Really? Tak, kalau sini gelap pula. Okay. Kita kena turun balik.
Is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly.
I used to love taking the train across Dorado, seeing the marked site caverns, the silence of the desolate plains. But that's all in the past now.
Tak tanya pun. Sebelum tu kita heal dulu. Aku suka macam tu. Dekat sana tu dia.
This place reeks of death. I believe refugees attempted to take solace from the fighting here. I only hope they found peace in oblivion.
Closely monitor their surroundings at all times.
Banyak pula hang nak yapping.
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please!
Yo, what happening?
Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately.
We?
My family and I, we was making our way to the mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please.
Aduh, observation 5. How badly are they hurt?
I don't... Very, by my guess. She was bit on the thigh, high, like, can see bone. Or maybe white means infected? She's screaming all the time when she's awake. Then she goes to sleep. She in agony. And my son ain't waked since the attack. Hurry, please. We must hurry or they'll be eaten. Or worse.
Dah tahu dah sebenarnya apa yang berlaku, tapi kita makan lah umpan dia. Very well. Lead the way.
Thank you. This way.
Bodoh. Dia akan ambush tu.
Your execution ready to dispense
Oh, mantap. Tito Toller. You avoid drugs to a fault, leaving you particularly vulnerable to their effects. Toxicity gained from using the inhaler is increased, but the inhaler is more potent than your pure metabolism. Effect: plus 25% toxicity received on the medical inhaler, 25% increase. Why not? Tu je. Tak challenging langsung.
No offense to Val, but anyway. Need something, Commander?
Asal nak cakap. Plan is good. We kill a lot of dumb people and take their stuff. It's hard sometimes to still talk smart. Taking adrenal time makes talking good easy, but after adrenal time makes it even harder. So need more adrenal time. We just gotta find new people to steal from. Order guys, aunties guys, and English order guys are all hard to fight. New people usually just need to find new place to catch them. And order guys not around. Yeah, this is a good plan. We scrapper can do this. Just got to keep talking smart and keep dumb talking. Scrapper in back from ambush. Mana Mamat tu? Dia lari. Tak ada ke dia dah mati lah. Bunuh sini tak pasal.
shall stand against us!
Let me know when you need a distraction. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander!
You can do this.
I am loath to admit I require medical assistance. Taking punitive action.
To battle! I am trying to punish!
Ini kan korang blender. Apa ni tidak? Apa lagi tak kat sini? Bagus. Gelap, buka lampu. Oh, ni tempat ni. Kita kena ambush tadi. Sini ada apa-apa. Very lawa. Alhamdulillah. Ada secret ke ni? Dan lari daripada ni. So drop pot. Aku dengar something. Oh, okay. Sampai sudah. Ni observation, obviously. Guns dengan okay, perks, bullet shell, ninja. Macam function. Buat company macam tak function. Option that reduces palm greasing function sebab kita ada yang floor kan. Yang curi sendiri. Tapi kalau based on aku nak apa marksman punya ni, punya build. Ini macam apa? Hazard a gas. Macam ada jalan sini. Oh tak cepat. Kita laju tadi.
Another refugee? All right, step forward.
Thank you. Kalau semua yang baik ni kan bagus.
Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations.
I'm not a refugee. I'm here on order from Ruth.
Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger.
What is the exclusion zone?
I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out.
You people should take your predictions seriously.
Our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer fools around these parts.
I thought refugee encampment was supposed to be safe.
Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe, including here.
Is there a rule number 3?
Not at present, but according to our predictions, the creation of a third rule is likely, if not inevitable. That's enough questions. Keep the line moving. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
I see. By you.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence of the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
Hooligan. Okay, kah.
Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to outside, we gain minute insight into the grand plan.
Don't make me pursue you! If I didn't rigorously test all hypotheses, internal records classify you a figure of ill repute, and with a significant backlog of fines. On behalf of all aggrieved parties, the order demands immediate restitution.
You can't be 100% certain my actions were in service of the equation.
That certainly remains possible, and I am no seer to determine otherwise. Very well. I shall see all records of this event are deleted. Now please move on, noting that further disruptive action will be met with harshly.
You could.
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
Sekarang aku macam menyesal ambil.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
No reason to reason with you.
I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recall libations night at the thruster. Smells about the same, too.
By calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can predict the future, control reality, and ascend to a state of virtual godhood. Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere.
What if I promise not to take much of your time?
Well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment.
You seem fairly in the know. What's the situation in this settlement?
Yes, I reckon I do have my ear to the grimy dirt floor of Matriarch's Mercy. I hear what common lay people are saying, and the wide array of bodily noises they make. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days, I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail.
Wait, that's how you've been helping this place here? Talking to at them?
As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here, with constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle.
Do you think people are listening?
Never as many as I would like, perhaps, but my little congregation grows by the hour. Eventually, my unsophisticated layperson friend, the knowledge just seeps right in. Give it a few years and they'll even be asking questions. The meaning of life is numeric.
Boring.
And we are the keepers of the equation.
Must be bangunan tu. Explore the world.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Okay, pusing balik. Ih, kacau.
Broke my nose last scrap. Or, I guess Raleigh Dortmunder did, huh? I still don't get any of this. I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled.
The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now.
I mean to ask something, but all your over my head talk made me forget.
Oh, geesh. We didn't mean to over your head talk or nothing. No, I guess I should only answer for myself, though. Maybe Mapother did.
Huh. Never had anybody accuse me of that afore. Lots of other stuff, sure, but that one's new. Well, we could play guess the question, I guess. That usually passes some time.
You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains in this... What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan.
Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borst loaf.
Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you. My noggin sure is sore.
Keep your lamps lit. Wherever there's trouble, there's always opportunists willing to profit from it.
Keep your nose clean and your deals dirty.
You got business? No? Move on.
All business is the business of the Earth Directorate. Stand aside in the name of freedom. I'll have an agent of yours in Fairfield. She promised I would find friends in Sub Rosa.
You the fixer lent your aid to Agent Galloway? Don't suppose you got that crawling hibiscus she promised to sneak me, huh? Forget it. You can come in.
Yes.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention.
Mabutha and March sent me.
Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy.
What kind of trouble would somebody get into for fighting here?
It's the Order, so they don't kick you out or nothing. It's all community betterment volunteering. If you're former Auntie's Choice, it smacks kind of like work for free. If you're former Protectorate and it don't involve Automax, it's all terrifyingly mystifying somehow. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly?
I came to ask about the situation in the camp, but you answered my question.
Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilized pugilists, and a cicada to feed.
Rude.
Do anything foolish. Hello. You're the one that aided us in availing Sub Rosa of a rather large shipment of Spectrum vodka, yes? Agent Galloway is slightly less trustful than most feral canids, so winning her over speaks volumes of your character. Consequently, I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's fortunate you're no stranger to contraband.
Huh. If your wares are so good, why are you operating out of refugee camps?
It's superb cover and a consistent market. Refugees are in need of all sorts of supplies that the Order cannot provide, and Sub Rosa delivers at only a reasonable markup. Myself, I enjoy the thrills of the environ. Will the Order attempt to drive me out? Will Matriarch's Mercy be shelled? Shall I run out of new cereals? Oh, thrilling!
You got some guts, I can admire that. You're just a war profiteer, don't try to pretend otherwise.
Yes. Obviously. I don't believe I ever implied otherwise.
Show me
Feast thine eyes on the merchandise.
Ooh, the dual armor. Incoming damage may change defense mode, like damage dealing less than 10% of max health enable 10% damage resistant mode. Heavy damage exceeding 10% of max health enable 30% evasion modes. Ooh, the discount. Why not? Assault rifle, light revolver. Plasma pistol. 17, 13. Burst 22, 22. Shot rod. Triple blade. Ooh, sniper rifle. Apa tu? Okay. Premium bomb service. Okay. Yes. Give me this sniper.
Your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte's nose.
Don't feel like no stand-in.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright
We're not
side.
going anywhere.
I predict that the worst
Not on the
is
basis
behind us.
of some half-baked prediction. So-called exclusion zone is where we stake our claim.
Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay.
Voice
I
of
give
the
up.
displays.
Tell me.
Earth Directorate, Squidward Jr., and you are?
May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turned those into demands for reasons of clarity and import.
You're a bit different. A helpful troublemaker is a noble calling.
Though, admittedly, it's a difficult way to make friends. The Order's not exactly fond of me. Rabble-rousing doesn't align with their vision of a perfect universe. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me.
What was that you mentioned about an inclusion zone?
The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them.
The Order's prediction must have been especially foreboding.
Chance of life-threatening peril from a yet-to-be-determined catastrophe were the administrant's words. Not what I would call specific. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but you, maybe you'll have better luck.
What makes you think that administration will listen to me?
Even the Order, for all of their logical ways, value an outside perspective. And because I've run out of options.
Being former Auntie's Choice, you understand if I ask for a reward.
I got a pretty fancy gun I was issued back when I was a rising star at Auntie's. Side with us, and it's yours. Even throw in a healthy amount of bits for your troubles.
I give it a try.
Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building, probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
Aku tak ada sih.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict, with an 8.23 margin of error, that our situation will improve.
The
in
Protectorate
time.
have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
Just trying to cheer you up.
Look up your own bounty, pay bounty. Wanted Jane Lucency. Bounty Jane Lucency for the crime of repeated and indiscriminate daughter of order personnel. Brief, unlike her brothers, Jane Lucency appears to bear some vestige of duty from her prior life in the Protectorate. Unfortunately, this has manifested in a hatred for the order. She seems to believe that the Protectorate has treated us too gently and that we must all be executed as traitors. She has already made good on this belief in this presence. Jane Lucency currently resides in the Scrapers. Then, with the gomless fellow for the crimes, they must be eliminated. Monster and Lucency. For the crime theft, Lucency being working about and Lucency belongs to the many Protectorates have been abandoned by their local leaders. However, rather than turning to us for aid, the duo instead altered in petty banditry. They have since acquired many fellows near the wells and have swiftly become a problem too troublesome to ignore. The brother reside with the abandoned garden estate in the southern region of Golden Ridge. Note that due to catastrophic damage to our tram infrastructure, the mountain on which the estate reside must be ascended. Reaching the scavenger line may be difficult, but those who succeed shall be amply rewarded. Oh, ini ada gunung ada ni. Turn in Morton and Edward Lucency. You see a large pile of unsuspected
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be.
Oh, there used to be more than debris. Was anyone injured when it fell?
Yeah, Duarte. He's former aunties like me. He was underneath for a few hours. Or, no, that was before. This time it was Rollo Nast? No. Gert Valkenberg. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone. So they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down.
So a bunch of this place have been hurting you in this?
Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes.
The order is doing the best what they have on hand.
They're doing something, which is better than nothing, but not by much.
Trenches crisscrossing the highlands, and although a ceasefire exists, a healthy degree of circumspection remains advised. Newly introduced invasive species deposited here by Auntie's choice have been determined to be territorial.
Oh my gosh.
Travelers are instructed to closely monitor.
Suara aku. Tak boleh klik 2 minit tu.
The lower hall is for contemplative calculation. The upper hall is for somber internal speculation. For those lost in thought and are finishing an equation, I repeat, the lower hall is for contemplative calculation. The upper hall is for somber internal speculation.
Oh ni jalan tikus.
Welcome. Have you come to bask in the Order's knowledge.
Hello there.
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you?
How do you know she's sent?
Mathematical predictions always keep us one step ahead. My latest augury noted that a stranger would come bearing an inconvenient message. It's about the exclusion zone, correct?
The voice of the displaced want to resettle her people.
Or that it only that simple, but she ignores essential variables of the equation. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril.
Precisely how is the exclusion zone dangerous?
We don't know, and therein lies the frustration. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, "An outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. And now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who was foretold."
If you believe both sides will listen, then I'm in.
I believe only in the cold, inconvenient mathematics of the cosmos. This will work. It must work. Step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to listen. Any questions before you get started?
I've spoken to a few people with valid concern about the condition in camp.
These are the data points we need. Keep at it then. Precision is ever our ideal. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them, form your own opinion, and when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
Okay. What the heck? What the hell?
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced.
Seems you're pretty busy helping the displaced. What exactly do you do here?
I have 0 allotted time for random queries, at present or in the foreseeable future. But very well. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine.
Sorry to say, but the displaced may not have noticed either.
With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me.
I bet you're more stressed than you let on, but you seem happy about it.
The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources.
I should leave you to it.
Appreciate you respecting my time.
By the law. It's you.
Who?
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
You want my help? You don't even know me.
True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself.
Right, I've heard it all before, but what does that have to do with me?
Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me.
What is it you need so bad?
Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the seer predicted an outsider would find them.
I have a question first. What do you think of the condition at the camp?
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out.
Anything I can do to assist with that?
Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lambling. Don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
I see. You asked for a medical specialist. Very well, I'll help.
Thanks, stranger. Probability is on our side. The seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. No, take the datapad, with my thanks.
Before I get to that, I had another thing.
How can I be of service?
Sure,
Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand that I cannot offer my goods free of charge, but my prices are fair.
Ooh. Berapa ni? I'm broke.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
Oh my gosh. Gosh, dang it.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But...
Ah! I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
How does the order predict the future?
We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths.
Your little department does what now? So you tell everyone in the order what to do?
More what to watch out for. Advisement on adhering to the plan. Forecasts of probabilistic dangers. Elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense.
Do unforeseen factors get in the way of prediction?
Unforeseen factors, random elements, anomalous outliers, incalculable variables, all of them can undercut the accuracy of our predictions. But as we close in on solving the universal equation, unknown unknowns will become known unknowns. Then finally, known knowns. You follow?
Can you tell me anything about the situation in this settlement?
Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why, I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area.
Can't understand why I'm not seeing him in droves. So you lack any substantial ways to aid the refugees?
There's nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly.
One person here will swear by the Order's prediction methods. If none of the other refugees come by, how you could petition to help elsewhere?
I believe my services will be increasingly sought after the more of the displaced learn of our methods. Vicar Orendi, for instance, is assiduously occupied with such efforts. One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well.
This is predatory. I expect more than a death.
True, my situation does lack a certain refinement. Regrettably, this is Matriarch's mercy. We all must do the best we can with limited means.
I should go.
Well, I do believe you're needed elsewhere. Farewell.
Show your worker shove off.
Call leave.
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but Can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
Does a magic queen kill its mate and feed the corpse to its hatchling? Yes, please.
If I may interject, High Scholar, don't you agree our time would be better utilized on more relevant discourse?
Seer Wiley's right, as always. Obviously, we've all more important things to do than to stand around trifling with truth tables. Perhaps later, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Reach?
What? Back up a minute. What was that about compartmentalization?
Since losing access to the archive, the Order has been forced to limit its open exchange of ideas and information to avoid contaminating what few predictions we can still make.
It's wise to limit the number of variables in any experimental study.
Hey, you clearly have a mind for science. The archive is a vast network of computational machines built beneath the ice of Cloister. Prior to the invasion, the Order used it to generate predictions on a vast scale. But listen to me prattling on. I'm sure you aren't here for a history lesson.
Yes. I need to speak with Victor Clemens. Supposedly he's a member of your order.
Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
I have proof Victor's conspiring with a group of dangerous zealots with ties to the order.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
A friend of the traitor I'm after said she's in Victor in secret contact with the order.
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
What exactly is Victor working on this Enray Range? That's so important.
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only curious. Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with Enrays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. More of that pesky compartmentalization, I'm afraid. Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Is there all that? Love in the face of such danger. Sounds more and more like Victor's working with the traitor I'm hunting. I'm sorry.
Victor is dedicated. Single-minded, one could say. I've always thought highly of his analytical skills as a researcher. Less so his social ones, perhaps. Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order. Whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
Glad we're on the same page now. How can I return the favor and help you?
No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Respectfully, go void yourself.
Thank you for proving my thesis statement.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
Just checking, you sure the order didn't intentionally attack Auntie's choice?
Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire point of the ceasefire. Please convey that fact to whomever you speak with.
Thanks for the lead. Yeah, you're supposed to be helping. I'm the one doing all the work.
And here I was under the impression that investigating crime and injustice was primarily what Earth Directorate agents do.
He's got us there, Commander.
At any rate, I trust whatever's uncovered over the course of this investigation will serve as compensation enough.
Thanks for the day. I'll look into all of this.
I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
I have a few more questions before I leave.
Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
What's the story with that giant statue outside?
That is a statue of the matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold.
I noticed you referred Wiley as a seer. What is that?
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis.
Okay, tell me what I'm going to do in the next 5 minutes.
Leave, I hope.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine.
Not sagely, I too value a good lackey.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Oh, no, it's not like that at all. Our bond is an equitable partnership built upon a foundation of mutual respect and dedication to the plan. In fact, what would you put our combined efficacy rate at these days, Wiley?
I won't trouble our good agent here with the exact calculation, but the percentage is considerable.
I dread the day your immeasurable talent finally propels you into the upper echelons. Truly, Landon, the Order doesn't realize what it has in you.
Having someone who can predict the future certainly seems handy with the war on.
Oh, indeed. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes. There is a great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development.
So you're friends, colleague?
Both, I should hope. We've been collaborating for many years, and, plan willing, for many more to come. Especially given how very uncertain life in the colony has become.
Thanks for filing me in. I'll be on my way.
Please, Not so close. I'm aggregating vital, time-sensitive data, and your perpetual motion is distracting.
Oke, sebelum kita buat yang ini tak tahu. Kita buat yang ni dulu. Situ paling dekat. Yes. Ini dah settle dah. Sini aku tak pergi lagi. Guess not. Sudah. Rasanya dah. Ada yang barang yang tak loot lagi. Lagi sebarang. Jauh juga. He fell. So kena pusing keliling. Kill Jam business Jam.
Troublemaker approaching. I shall not. Ready to wait. Dumbass, you lot could hit the wrong side of a frame.
Easy. I need unique sniper rifle. Unique. Jalan bukan jalan ni, bukan jalan yang benar. Ada mayat. sini kok jadi. Oh iya iya iya. Iya ke? Ya aku rasa silap lah. Patut kena pergi sini. Tak tahu. Kita try dulu.
I ain't wanted to hear any more talking from you.
This unit's arm is vital for taking tickets. Those in need of spare parts should look elsewhere. Subject.
You took your voice box first.
Interfering with any internal
Hostiles.
speaker system may be punishable by...
Yes.
To battle! Hostile spot!
Kalau buat sniper. Powerful. Okay. Ya, sini udah pergi belum? Oh, udah sih. Semua dia spawn enemy baru.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
To go there, but how? Oh, silap. Silap. Ke atas. Sebelum kita pergi sebelah kanan, sebelah kiri. Oh, ke sini aja dan.
Got my lamps on an unfront. I'm not. Get the tree attack! I've eyes.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Asking for aid. And yet
Over here! 3 holes in the head! I'm the one you need to worry about!
My thanks and my hammer.
Sheesh. It's not prepared.
who there? Troublemaker movement.
Commander, stop dying at once.
Trigger finger's still tight!
On the authority of the sovereign.
You had words to crack.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just stay with me.
Banyak elemen mesti ada dekat kan. Ni ada warna merah kat kanan.
Shall stand against us.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Come at me.
Hostile.
Don't make me bury another
audio log of Chief Exploitation Behavioralist DeWitt. This is entry number 8 of my scrapper preventative fieldwork. Unfortunately, it seems my heavy metal detritus drops mixed into the adrenatime cancels the intoxicating effects that the scrappers crave. Their leader was first to the drops-enhanced injections that I conspicuously left for them. And he ran through all 24 in barely a minute trying to cure the urge. He seized, turning steely gray, and then succumbed to some sort of severe blood poisoning. Though I'm confident it's completely unrelated to my heavy metal detritus drops, now the rest are in a frenzy hunting for... Why, hello. I didn't reckon you'd find me way up... Oh, no. I had nothing to do with... I said, no, please.
Oh
please.
My gosh.
Ah!
Prosecuting! Viscerally!
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Over here! 3 hole in the head!
Not getting up without help, Commander! Not exactly...
He falls! I would not refuse assistance.
Oh, sniping.
Worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you. Punitive action. I must get regained. Lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
That was easy enough. Our new directives are to withdraw and abandon our order of ascendant comrade in the field, though I was deeply dismayed to receive the order, and so confirm it several times. We are to render our cannon impotent, then absorption into orbit, but only after summarily execute every member of the order under my command. Sovereign, give me strength. The order Lorette Council has unthinkably rebelled against the Sovereign. We are to offer them no further aids and leave them to the mercy of Auntie's force. Yesterday they were loyal subjects of the protectorate. Today they are something unheard of, something to loathe, something heretical. Matriarch, save us all. 50% best health. Don't mind if I take. Cartridge, yes. Tempat macam ni aku boleh loot. Cuma dalam town je aku tak kena nak loot. Aku kan nak loot pun just nak tengok je sama ada boleh loot ke tak. Kalau boleh loot pun kalau aku kan nak loot pun. Kalau dia stealing dia smell ni. Okay. Api bahaya. Aku lama nak test ni, tapi sendiri dah tahu api bahaya. Boleh loot yang bawah ni. Itu boleh balik ya. Boleh balik ke bounty tu. Which is dekat sini.
Sorry.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to since the schism?
Dude, incomplete one team. Yes. Naik satu je. Sugar. Oh, ni dah ada. Ni boleh balik pada kena balik kapan nanti ya. Take the above message to all post opportunity find the high ranking so convey the above message. Ni yang mana lupa lah. Okay, dekat je. Macam kalau dah hilang tu tempat forest tu tak boleh nak apa-apa. there.
You must keep your blood within, Commander!
Ada mine kat sini. Sesuatu berlaku di sini. War never changes.
Seems a handful of Auntie's choice soldiers survived what transpired here. I suppose we can aid them. What was the phrase? For a price?
Stone body station, all women encouraged all time. It will take its part. Sorry about that.
My insides, they're on... What's hotter than fire? They're on lava, they're on Planck plasma, they're on Clive's extra special Borst. Oh, thank law. It's Barnabas, the Borst Borst. Barnabas, I need you to go get help, buddy. I think I might be hallucinating.
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage?
I saw the explosion from the landing pad. What exactly happened here?
Some kind of rocket attack, or maybe an orbital strike. Can't rightly say for sure, but it came from above and hit us hard. Don't suppose you're looking for a way to help. I'm absolutely desperate, and I'm sure I could rustle up some suitable reward if you helped.
Absolutely. What do you need?
We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of uranium poisoning. And the coils on our auto docks have worn out. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal.
The good news is I can help you with some of the needed compression coil right now.
How fortuitous. This feels like my first bit of luck in ages. It's a start. Thank you. Please, come back when you found more.
Suppose we can aid these poor fools. Even if they live,
I just threw up all over my shoes.
The Auntie's choice
and the laces are melting. What?
Back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils.
Not yet. Do you have any ideas where I should look for coils?
Up to extra compression coils in pods from orbit to help our advance, but they landed everywhere. Though I heard some are in the no man's land between the battle lines.
Okay, my and I be on my way.
Many thanks, but please hurry. These folk ain't got much time. You're back. Please tell me you've had... Well, it's not much, but here's what I have.
So junk. Give me this. Coil, huh? Three out of 5. Never. Tak apalah. Ini 15 ni.
Consume in peace and we won't have a problem.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot?
Yo, I'm an Earth Directorate agent, and when we seek a catastrophe, we must land aid.
A what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for a job? Because I have neither the requisite paperwork nor the time to fill it out. Go hustle somewhere else.
Sheesh. Wow, life in an anti-stress sure does make you cynical. I mean to render aid for free. The order sent me to help as a gesture of goodwill. They didn't attack you.
Yeah? And what exactly makes you so sure of that?
Because the order Abbott sent me as an emissary to convince you.
Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can muster a counterattack or anything. But even if I did believe you, so what?
He wants you to contact your superiors to make sure things don't heat up or escalate.
You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing? Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says everything's hunky-dory. You've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long.
Okay, if you won't help me yet, maybe I'll help you. You got quite the mess.
Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you as someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. Normally I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me.
But all that's going on and you worry about you.
Well, who else should I be worried about? Do you have any idea how abysmal that's going to look on my next employment review? You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you, see? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intentions. Encourage me to take your side.
Ugh. Really? All it takes is some beats to solve this issue. I could do you a few favors. What kind of job do you make me done?
That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused serious poisoning. My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it. Her hourly rate is ridiculous, and our damn auto docs have gone on the fritz from the workload. You get her the compression coil she needs to make the auto docs work, and that should cut her billable hours in half, and then I'll send your message.
I already agreed to help you, medic. Is there more that you might need it?
There's been a murder at one of our forts. A trooper's accused of poisoning her senior officer for some preposterous reason. Problem is, I'm already short on medical specialists. The last thing I can do is waste one for days just to find out if she did or didn't toxify him. Go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for.
Alright, there's an option. Well, what else you got?
This is gonna make no more sense for me saying it than it's gonna make for you hearing it, but apparently, the senior officer at one of my forts is a mantisaur. A real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having mantisaur. Not a half-human one, or a psychic one, or a talking one, just a regular old head-munching mantisaur. Anyways, there's some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly decide himself. So go sort it out for me, and I will gladly send your message.
Fair enough, I'm off to make that happen.
It's an irrevocable deal, right? As in, please remember it's legally binding, and I will sue you if you fail to get it done. So don't let either of us down.
Standing amidst the smoldering ruins of this outpost, the bleeding bodies of his comrades, this fellow thinks only of profit. Auntie's choice is truly odious.
True. I'm not gonna bribe anyone. Mana ni? Itu yang N-ray. Mana coil tu? Base weapon. I just need to find the coil.
Auntie's choice is the best.
What?
Auntie's choice is the best.
Better than all the rest.
What am I seeing here?
Up, down, up, down, up, down. Just like the inconsistent profit margins of our competitors. Campson, think I can't see you lollygagging? Pick up the pace or I'll dock your pay. No time to conversate.
Okay, kau buat apa yang kau nak buat. I've seen enough.
Hey, Choppy. Hey, Pinchy. Hey, Slashy. How are my 3 favorite mantisaurs doing? Kindly take a couple steps back, friend. This time with my precious mantisaurs is sacred.
Jangan mau tidur. Scrap metal.
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy?
Whichever void brain know-nothing decided mantisaurs are more cost-effective than troopers did not include the loss of my patience in the budget. What? Who taught you that?
Bro.
Sprats contain so much nutritional value and basically everything a growing mantisaur needs. But they're so cute. I wonder which local flora and fauna this new brood of mantisaurs will prefer.
Then I the good old ways.
How about I do my job and you do
Sorry.
whatever it is you do? Auntie's been looking for you, criminal. Pay what you owe, or your reckless behavior ends here. Everything seems to be in order. Carry on.
Oh, I hate that floor.
Ford Endurance sure has fared better than Opportunity. Ironic, in its way.
Why are you pestering me? Do I look like middle management?
Oh my gosh, cryptomany. dia punya vlog tu.
You ain't got clearance to come this way.
Serious.
One step more and you die.
Oh, please. Even I know Auntie's Choice would never keep a live mantisaur in their midst. Surely they saw my approach and chose to stage this.
Honestly, Bradford, I've no notion of how to cool your conniption. Corporate says I'm in charge, so I'm in charge.
But you're in charge? Don't you mean the executive is in charge?
Of course, that's what I meant. Whether I say me, he, or we, it's all the same.
It's all the same pile of gum.
That tone is not how you get approval for your little tests, designer. Next time, you might want to try and tame your woolly courage with a little mock apple.
Hey, stranger! Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch.
Then you'll be happy to hear that Durban and outbursts of insanity to sort this way out.
Durbin! Oh, that's great! He's bound to see the truth of this and let me go. Abner's trying to pin this on me, and it ain't right.
You seems like you're dealing with the truth. Why are they accusing you?
I've absolutely no notion as to why. I've never been in no kind of trouble. I'm a good employee, I do my job, and I don't complain. And honestly, I actually like Chief Cuddy. He'd get you extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, if you really had to go, he'd even cover your bog breaks, pro bono. I'd never have hurt the chief, even if you offered to pay me to do it.
If not you, then who else had a motive and opportunity?
I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, he was fine up until he wasn't, and then he just swole up and died. But the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now.
Tell me about it.
We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine, just like mine. Then he just swole up, turned blue, and died. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here.
How could he be dead and you be fine? How does that line up with what he said would happen?
It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate crabble. He was deathly allergic to crabble. But we ate sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no crabble in sisty stew.
Sisty? So Chief Cuddy was psychic and knew how he died.
What? No, he just had an allergy and knew what would happen if he ate crabble.
If he knew how he was going to die, maybe he knew who was going to kill him too.
I can't believe you might be my best shot at getting out of this. But that's still gotta be how he died. So I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the allergy, and let him toss all my gear. He won't find crabble anywhere.
Is there any of this stew still around?
No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy.
Let me try talking to the security officer. Maybe I can clear this out.
He will. He has to. It's the truth. I didn't murder nobody. Please, make him understand. What's happening? Are you making any progress?
Yes, I believe I am. I'll be making when I know more.
Thank you. But please hurry.
Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer volume of peons I'm forced to oversee. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up.
I may not be Auntie's choice, but I was sent by your commander at Outpost Opportunity.
Enemy Scrutinization Officer Durbin. What does he want with me?
You see? Nothing. I was sent to find some kind of head mantisaur. Apparently there's some kind of power struggle going on here.
Power struggle? Here? Well, that's news to me. Nobody has dared to challenge Wojciech's steel-pincered leadership. Oh, but I'm being rude. Allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment Executive Wojciech, senior-most representative at Fort Endurance.
Bruh. Ha, good one. For a second I thought you were seriously saying a mentor is in charge.
Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left him as the senior-most trooper. Okay. The executive welcomes you, but would like to know why Scrutinization Officer Durbin sent you here.
Wait, so you understand that thing?
My experimental mantisaur graft lets me speak with him as easily as I do with you. He emits pheromones that my antenna can detect. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
Amazing. I see what numbers I'm thinking of.
What? It's not a mentalist.
Of course, you're talking without using word. But it's reading your mind, right?
No, we're using pheromones to... It's like we can smell what each other is saying.
Well, I never heard of psychic notes before, but I think I can guess how to say hi.
No, please, don't.
Why not? It can't stink any worse than the dung you're spewing.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespecting the chain of command.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur, but that's got nothing to do with you. I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer that you are full of shit. You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignored entirely.
That is quite enough, designer.
Well, it seems like someone has a moral problem.
Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion that made Wojciech outrank her. Still, that ugly moment behind us, it's a comfort to my mind that you're here. Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone outside our chain of command.
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group.
Does it have anything to do with solving your leadership problem?
Yes. I have been trying to get Durbin to relieve this duo of command for months. But the lives they've lost with this insanity finally got his attention.
Bradford, how dare you undermine me? I mean, us, like that.
Alright, designer, if you're the real reason I'm here, how do you solve this?
Well, if you're competent enough for Durbin to send you, then unlike the others, you can probably survive this fool's errand. And what better way to prove Wentworth is lying?
Alright, Wentworth, that's the job.
Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants us to secure one of their pupas to raise as his own.
Oh, stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantisaurs. He wants to eat meat, excrete the excess, and be left alone. That's it. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the law-be-damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put me in charge.
That is enough. One more word in question of our executive officer, and I'll have you pitched over the edge with the rest of the enemies we've conquered here.
Sir.
Alright, so you want me to get you a mutated pupa?
Exactly. With it, Wojciech can raise a Zeranium-mutated Mantisaur army, which will be even more dangerous than the ones Auntie's Choice evolved from the Halcyon stock. We need you to infiltrate the mutated Mantisaur nest, secure a mutated pupa, and bring it to me here. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts.
Alright, I'll see if I can't find when I travel.
Look in the nest to the east. That'll have your best odds. It's where Wojciech feels the pull from the strongest.
Feels a pull, Wentworth? Seriously? What am I saying? That makes the exact amount of scientific sense I'd expect from you. Excuse me? May we speak a second? Apologies for my outburst, but I had need to warn you that an earful from Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler full of ammonia.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
Nothing of your concern, Wentworth! Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that Graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to de facto commander of this installation.
You know it's impolite to whisper, right?
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power.
That's what I assume.
I'm not surprised. You seem sharp. So, if you know he's lying, then you understand that catering to his will isn't gonna do anyone any good. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially greater than any possible use he could have for it. Bring it to me, and not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose.
You have to do better than implying match this offer if you want me to choose you.
I'll have to... Oh, fine. Fine. If scientific discovery and the betterment of future products isn't enough for you, I'll pad your coffers a little something extra. Just, please, bring me the mutated pupa.
The jest is really tortured at this point, Commander. We're not actually doing this, surely?
Commander?
You, the getting go-getter. I'm offering deals so good, they're worth crawling under the bullets and over the barbed wire it took to get here.
Shut up.
Welcome to Bonnie's Barely Above Board Battlefield Bazaar, brought to you by Auntie's Choice. We know consumers are highly discerning in how they spend their bits in an active war zone, and I really appreciate you dodging literal bullets to bring me your business. And to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of 4/5 of Auntie's standard profiteering rate.
Wow, such discount. Are you sure you managed to stay in business?
Only so long as you tell nobody of this amazing offer. If everybody got that deep a discount, I'd go out of business for sure. So, what will you be buying today?
Ooh. Wait, when did you join that? Description key. Give me slight distance. That's slight. Not sure. Lock on rocket launcher. maybe.
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's choice if you tried. So what are you doing in our fort?
Your superior outpost opportunities and to help you with your murder investigation.
Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation inquisitor.
I'm in enough corps that I have special kind of insight on the dead.
Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutinator. You just gonna guess what manner of poison killed folk?
No, you suspect me. It sounds like Cuddy may have died from his allergies.
What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it.
Exactly, but only he had deathly a crabble allergy. Could there have been crabble in it?
What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I Oh. Oh no. Did you say crabble?
Yes, apparently everyone knew he was allergic to crabble meat.
Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head.
What's that got to do with him eating crabble?
Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you push back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned crabble stock.
You know he was allergic and added crabble stock to the stew anyways.
What? No, it was an accident. Nobody would have, at least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless, hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits. And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret.
Oh no, I was just trying to get justice for brother. No, I've done that.
Well, no. Not yet you haven't. See, I can't just let Bardot go. There'd be questions, accusations, and assumptions as to who was responsible, and that's no kind of solution. And even worse, since there's apparently nobody coming to do an autopsy, I might have to just send Bardot to the claim to start her sentence on all available evidence.
You really roll an innocent person on murder charge to cover your own mistakes?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. If I help letting brother go won't be enough to cover your death.
That's only fair. I'll both free Bardot and compensate you for your effort.
You damn well better.
So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung, so it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while.
Do you mean one of these?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. Now just head over to Cuddy's corpse and make it disappear. Well, really, make it turn into a small puddle. But that's neither here nor there.
Alright, I can do that.
Anklaw. You'll find Cuddy inside the tower. But you'll have to sneak your way past the guards. It simply wouldn't do for me to announce your intentions to the base. Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to hold Bardot and can draw this whole thing to a close.
Tower.
Daredevil.
Which tower?
By winning the war on high prices.
Well, hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself of our retail opportunities downstairs. You here for the view?
Should I put the dog at the outpost of Integrated Corporation Code? Seen any?
Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location.
Oh my gosh. Deal, that's the first one.
It landed over by some particularly aggressive creepy crawlies. I'll mark it for you.
Great, show me another one.
This batch is over near some kind of zealots or cultists or something. Find them, you'll find the coils. Good
to know. Any others?
Last is a pretty little place I like to call the Crystal Overlook. Can't miss them.
That's incredibly helpful. Thank you for all the tips.
Uh-huh.
Jeebus. Kita bagi free. Member hangut. Now, where is this?
Do I look approachable? Because I'm not.
Sumpah, laptop maniac tu sumpah. Kacau mood. Kacau mood apa? Enggak steward. Potong mood lah.
Get you gone.
Ke atas ni. Ada jalan lain ke atas? Tak ada.
You ain't got clearance to come this way. One step more and you die.
Damn. So, tak ada lain masuk.
I shall reduce them to a slurry. Hostile stick.
Today's battle cry.
Atasnya tak ada apa-apa.
Better have a look. Can't get to whatever device is making it. Anyone else?
Dematerialize.
Now what? Get you gone.
Yes.
Enough searching. Nothing can evade these keen senses.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing. Which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us.
This was only ever about proving Bardo innocent.
Does that mean you don't want my bits?
Of course, I want the bits, but I want to make it clear that wasn't the point.
Right. You're a hero. A selfless martyr. So long as you make good on the deal, whatever you need to tell yourself is fine with me.
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you. I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage.
I couldn't rest knowing an innocent was being railroaded for someone else's crime.
Someone else's crime? So you know what happened?
Abner didn't believe Cuddy was allergic and put crabble stock in his stew.
That good-for-nothing rung leech! That dunderhead! I can't believe he'd... Oh, he's about to learn that poor Chief Cuddy's not the only one with executive contacts in the family. My cousin's a VP in R&D who used to head testing on Numa. Abner's going to spend the rest of his downright miserable life wishing he just confessed and took what's coming.
Yeah.
That makes me extra thankful for what you did. If it'd been left in Abner's hands, he'd have made sure they'd thrown me in a hole so deep, even the Sprats wouldn't come visit. I put in for that transfer, and under the circumstances, I think they'll give it to me. Thank you again for your help.
Well, I appreciate your help in ensuring this mess wouldn't blow back on me. We now got nothing else to talk about.
Compression cord.
Time you moved on.
Come on. Skill. Science, I guess. No. Speech, science. No. Guns, yes. Satu di situ. Satu di sini. Satu di sini. Jauh banget. Ini mati-mati untuk kontak tu. Nak bagi Dua orang berperang. Oh, bawah ni turun. Yes. Oh, ada orang jatuh. Then order. Jahat. Nanti situasi.
Can't say I was expecting to see anyone else in these parts for a good long while. Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all of Dorado.
What's beautiful about half-building landing pad?
Simple, friend. You see any sergeants barking orders? Any of those spidery crystal critters lurking in the rocks? Any order forces storming the area? No, you do not. The perfect blend of just close enough to the base to be safe, but not close enough for any officers to get nosy. And I still get paid the same as if I was a frontliner.
That medical sound like easy bit. What happened to when they resume construction though?
There's the real beauty of it. They won't. The Order's anti-air guns are a damn sight better than we expected. No reason to finish the landing pad on account of nothing can land. Command won't go back to building it until the war is won. Then I'm in no danger of being shot anyways. Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job keeping this place safe.
Lemau. So what about that ship hovering directly overhead? Joe, this anti-air gun really giving that many problems?
Oh, no doubt about it, friend. They've been blasting our landing craft out of the sky right, left, and center. I can't even imagine the total cost of it all. But as long as my bits keep rolling in, why should I care? Someone else is getting demoted for that, not me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to my favorite pastime, doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it.
Wow, damn lucky. Buset, tak bawa apa.
You're planning on heading into that cave. I recommend finding some other place to practice your big game hunting. It's a mite dangerous even for pros, let alone amateurs.
If you're a pro, why haven't you cleared them out?
Fair question. There's too many to take head on. Gotta catch them alone. Stalk them carefully. Turn the hunter into the hunted, one by one. These aren't run-of-the-mill critters. With their razor-sharp claws and gleaming carapace, arachnids possess a terrifying kind of beauty. They really are the apex predator of this world.
Thanks for the head up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful! That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you.
I'm not a... I'm not afraid. Oh, that's what I mean. I'm not afraid.
Hostile spot.
Itu je ke? Oh ya.
To battle! Who made your folks
right over there. Ready to waste it.
Rosalie, my injuries are not superficial.
My back.
My might upon them. I was believed.
Combat! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Reckless leadership techniques leave a bit to be desired, with your companion often finding themselves in a harm's way. You are no longer able to revive your companion and come back, but only you want those guys to get a boost. Tak boleh tak boleh nak ni. Aku enggak boleh iklan.
Dang. Glad I ain't a arachnid.
Is that the distinctive odor of arachnid blood I smell?
Yes, they're all dead. Case clear.
Wait, you got all of them?
Yep, you're welcome. Easy. Dulu kat sini. Trauma. Yes. I need that. Apa dah? Polisian. Okay. Nothing else. Okay, ke sana tu. Jauh. Jauh. Jauh mak. I hope this is worth it. Banyak pula quest yang nak kena buat untuk ni. Oh, that was stupid. Air ke tu? Test. Okay.
Hurt, Commander! Steel yourself!
So, jangan pergi ke air tu. Patutlah. Iranian. Ada apa-apa kat sini? Macam radiation dalam kolak. Nama-nama bahaya. Mayat di sini. Apa yang berlaku? So di situ ada kacau.
You came at us from the scrapper side? You must be more than a mite brave.
Why am I standing so close to this uranium? Hazard pay, of course. And I ain't even started bleeding from the ears yet.
Dah pergi. Ada apa-apa lah kat sini.
Between me and a double promotion was the people in Outpost Opportunity. Reckon it's a good day to be me.
Yeah, whatever makes you happy, I guess.
Ah, a freelancer. I didn't know we hired any, but I'm glad to have you. Especially after that last attack.
Guns cocked and loaded.
Teamwork, nak ada teamwork. Jauh pula coil dia ni. Adrenal time. Sean. I don't know. We're about to find out.
This war has wrought many terrors upon Golden Ridge. Cultists are one of the more insidious terrors.
Cultists, huh?
You've never bested me without subterfuge! Unhand me, and I'll show you how a true acolyte fights!
Yes.
shall stand against us? Commander! Stop!
Combat! Hey! Got a distraction for you! I am primed to punish! Prepare for absolution! Your judgment has found you!
Tolong. Yes. Ush. Macam mana ni? Atas. Wah, punya tu kot, poison lah. Tak ada ammo. You see, pasti di saat ada imam biar saya begini paham. Yes. Zaranium, bla bla bla. Aku tak ada mood nak baca semua. Sniper ni pakai ammo apa? Aku pun nak tengok. Spring. Oh yes. The crafting. Heavy round. Miscellaneous. Oh no. Ammo, you know. Combat rounds. Totally.
What? Where'd the look?
Yes.
I'll skin your faces off one by one if you don't let me out of here!
I do believe a cultist is attempting to kill us with her words.
Let me out! I'll spare anyone who frees me. The rest will die horribly, I promise you that!
My gosh.
Hey, you! Let me out of here! Release me now, you traitors!
No.
Good that I lubricated my armor before we left the ship.
Okay.
Release me now, you traitors!
Okay, ni keluar balik, tak ada apa-apa ni. We'll see what she have to say.
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter. Serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. But they rightly paid for their transgression. Betraying someone sent by the exalted leader of the glorious dawn herself warrants a painful death. Name's Asa. You are?
Mostly someone who's generally stumbling into the wrong place at the worst time, like now.
No need for such false modesty. If you hadn't come along, I may have been done for.
Probably. You can thank me later. What's the story with the whole glorious dawn thing?
We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught.
And the truth would be?
The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection.
You really, and you're now deceased fellow enlightened, will they betray you? Any idea why?
None whatsoever. All I know is that they were planning on killing me by filling my room with uranium gas. I was here to help them scavenge for old order technology to further investigate the wonder of the rifts.
You really believe that the rifts are some gateway to paradise?
The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. They reduce whatever comes into contact with them to mathematically perfect information. We are nothing but that information, but we cannot see that because we exist in a chaotic and disordered reality. The universe is decaying, and our efforts to manage it are futile. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence. No chaos, no striving, no suffering. Peace and unity with the architect themselves.
Well, none of that explains your enthusiasm for violence.
No, it does not. Perhaps I will tell you what does, should I ever count you among my few compatriots. There is one other thing. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. I aim to see them pay the same price, though maybe with more disemboweling. Your violent tendencies could be of great help to me there, as I'm sure mine could be of service to you. If you deign to take me on, of course.
Sure, what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing that will live to regret. But it seems like you've already a full contingent with you.
Now let's head back to the incognito.
Commander, but I'd watch myself around this one.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go kill us some traitors.
Sure. Ooh, death sentence. Shotgun apa ni? Looks like it. Sebelum aku tolong kau, aku nak kena settlekan yang cost ni. Should be around here. Masa ada warna merah di sana? Oh well. Nothing to be concerned of. Sebelum tu Companion Azar. Alright. Where else? Ooh. 3 out of 4. Wait, 3 out of 5. Sniper. Di mana? Oh, situ. Nothing here. What is on tempat kau? I heard some whispers. Ada orang berbisik. Ritual mass. Very interesting place. Satu ya. Satu je dia. Okay. Dua lagi kat sini. Yang satu lagi kat sini. Kita settlekan yang last ni. Lepas tu No, I wanna do incomplete. Mana tu? Tujuh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, lagi 8. Cukup semua dari tu.
To battle!
Recharge the mayhem!
Bahaya. Oh, kena revive.
At your word, I shall charge! What? Assist me, will you? My death will be a stain on...
What to die. Yep. Oh tu nampak. Tak habis lagi. Masalahnya ke atas ni.
Recharge the mayhem!
Yes. One by one boleh. Jangan ramai sangat.
I shall not stay your exit. At your word, I shall charge!
Oh, jauh. Mati tu. Ada yang cukup. Lapan ke? Mana cukup kan?
Squaring up!
Bahaya betul. Tak cukup lagi. Berry. Ooh, don't want to go down there.
To battle! Swine! On the wrist! Ready to dispense this!
Uh-oh! It's almost dead!
Prepare for absolute!
Nice. Sebelum tu heal dulu.
Work up, Commander! Don't make me avenge you!
Nice. Lagi.
Step aside, swine.
Taking punitive action!
Yes. Alright. Ooh, Mantisaur. Let's search for pupa. Dah kat sini. Kira tak nampak apa-apa.
Prosecuting! Viscerally!
On the wrist.
Nice. Ada benda yang boleh heal tak? Oh shit.
To battle! Lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
After the health. Allah. Dah 3 jam aku main. So jumpa nanti. Assalamualaikum. See you.